Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the August 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe to my channel, not only does that help me, but you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close the last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what is coming for August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's start there. So we have a summary affirmation card of I will inspire. I love this. You are very inspired. You are very motivated these last few weeks or month here, Aries. Excuse my language, but you were getting shiz done. That's the message that I'm hearing here. So I love that. Very much so getting stuff done type energy. But let's see what cards we've got here and see what messages we've got for you. So first up, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very strategic, very intentional. It's very long-term energy. Not surprised to see this because, again, you were getting stuff done. You were making big moves these last few weeks, so very fitting with the King of Swords. This can also be a card of seeking professional help, too, so you could have even, had a professional help you get stuff done. Like you're setting up a new business or something, a lawyer could have been involved, or a counselor, or some sort of support, or something like that. But again, very strategic, very intentional, very long-term. The next card we have is the 5 of Swords. This is interesting. The 5 of Swords is typically a not very good relationship. This is bully, theft, violence, abusive, some sort of toxic relationship. So there was some sort of relationship issue happening here. I'm not sure if it repaired or if this bottom card is speaking to a different relationship, but at the bottom here we have the Lover's card, which is of course a card of love, partnership, strength together. This could also be an indicator of a decision. So it's like, again, I don't know if this conflict resolved itself or if we're speaking of 2 different relationships here. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. So fitting at the top here with the Chariot. The Chariot was once described to me as the vroom vroom card. Again, it means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. So again, you're getting stuff done these last few weeks. The action, the change, the journey, tying in with the Chariot there. So love to see that. This could also be a new vehicle. So some of you could have been getting a new vehicle, Aries. The next card we have is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, anytime we have an ace card, is a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is some sort of new information. This is also coming through as new conflict though. So again, there was some sort of issue with some relationship here in these last few weeks. At the bottom here, we have the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of success, but it's delayed success. This could also be patience or waiting. You see this person planted their pentacles and then they are waiting for them to grow. This is interesting. Again, I'm still not sure, and maybe it's 50-50 for some of you. It is, some of you isn't. This is the same relationship or it isn't the same relationship. But I do feel like some of you are waiting it out potentially. So that's what I'm seeing there with the 7 of Pentacles. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to what's coming for August. We have the card, I Am Connected. I really like this card because there's so many things to be connected to. This is connected to your mind, your spirit, your soul, being grounded, connected to the earth, friends, family, loved ones. If you look at this card, there's so many little lines coming off of the top of this card, and that's all of the connections. Again, there's so many of them. So this is a nice period of being connected to all of those things that really matter. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages you've got coming for August here, Aries. First up, we have the 2 of Swords. Anytime we have 2 of something on a card, it is an indicator of a decision that needs to be made. So there is some sort of decision coming up right front and center here. I will say sometimes with the decision card, or the Two of Swords card, this can feel like a compromise. Like you might not really love either option. We're going to clarify that a little bit further though. It usually doesn't end up being a compromise, but it feels like a compromise, if that makes sense. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very bold. This is very powerful. I think you need to make the bold decision. You need to make the power move decision here, Aries. That's what I'm hearing. So take the big leap forward, take the big step forward, go for the power move, having that courage to go for the big move. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. There's almost like some sort of gut check that needs to happen through this decision. Does this align with what feels good to you? Does this align with what you want? This is also a card of persistence. So again, we need to push forward. Even though we don't love either of these paths, it's like a decision still has to be made to keep things moving forward. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Lovers card. Of course, the Lovers card is a love card. Partnership, deep love, strength together. But again, this card has 2 on it. So this, I think, more than anything is a decision. So a reflection of the decision. I feel like you can reach out to some loved ones though. Reach out to some connections and possibly consult them on that decision. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having kind of a commitment issue. It's not wanting to make a decision. Again, I feel like you don't love either of the 2 options, either of the 2 paths that are coming forward. So this is kind of that hesitancy, that dragging the feet, not wanting to make the decision that we're seeing with the Seven of Cups here. Again, you got to take the power move though. Take the bold path, make the bold decision. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of teamwork, a card of collaboration. I do think you can collaborate. You can talk through this decision. This is also a card of skill, quality, craftsmanship. It's like put your best foot forward is the message I'm hearing. But consult those loved ones. To get some advice on this decision if needed. Taking a look now at our next column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So starting out with a quick money message, it says, whether you receive money with a frown or a smile, it doesn't change the value of it. However, the energy you hold during the time you spend with money can determine what it will do for you. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money here, Aries. First, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving help. It's a very generous card. The nice thing is I feel like you're on the receiving end of this, Aries. So you're receiving something from your employer. You're receiving something financial, maybe a gift of some sort. Again, I see you on the receiving end. If you need help with something too, this is like you receiving help. So again, I see you on the receiving end. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. This is a very busy card. This is a very fast-paced card. If you look at the horse and rider, they're both moving very quickly. But this is typically fast change, so fast-paced. And at the bottom here, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this is a card of being very creative. It's a card of being very free. It is kind of an action card though. Think like Energizer Bunny, go, 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 go. So I feel like there is a lot happening and a lot happening quickly. But again, I feel like the support is coming in. The help that's needed is being provided. So that's good to see. Let's take a look and see what other clarifiers we have. So you have that repeat Knight of Wands. This is again that kind of go, go, go. I feel like there's a lot of action. I will say the one thing with the Knight of Wands, this is typically like a card of freedom. This is a card, not always of enjoyment, but I think you actually are like interested and want to engage. You want to be part of you want to do this. So even though it is a little busy, it is a little crazy, I think you're enjoying it. So that's nice to see. But again, that kind of Energizer Bunny, go, go, go type energy this month in terms of career. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing card, very supportive. Again, you're definitely getting that support, that care, that nurturing that you need as we move through this very, very fast change. So that's nice to see. Again, support system is fully there. The next card that we have is the Two of Pentacles. This is a card of like multitasking. This is juggling lots of things. So really kind of feeding into that busy. It's many different things at once. Okay, in the next column, we're going to talk about anything related to love. So starting out with a quick love message here. It says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. First up, we have the Star card. The Star card is a card of renewal, hope. It's interesting. There's some sort of love, something or other being renewed here. I like the feeling of it. There's also hope. There's also inner clarity. Perhaps you're finding out information on something and that's what's triggering this renewal of love. Also with the Star card, this is like a card of being recognized. So this is like being valued, appreciated, recognized. You like need to be seen, heard, validated, I'm hearing here, and it does seem that that's going to happen for you there, which is nice. Again, that could be feeding into that hope and that renewal of energy. The next card that we have is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within for clarity. This is about being on your own path, your quest for spiritual illumination, figuring out your life's purpose. The Hermit is about going into your core and figuring out what feels good or doesn't feel good. There's almost like some soul searching, some checking in with yourself that needs to happen. What do you really want? Who do you really want to be as it pertains to love? At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. Again, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. Very much so a money card. But interestingly enough, when I see it in the love column, this is money surrounding you. This is like your friends or family getting that money, or your loved, or like your spouse getting more money, or your roommate getting more money, or your parents getting a new job. So this is new money near you. But let's take a look and clarify, see what other messages I can give you here, Aries. First up, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is, again, that new job, raise, some sort of money news. Again, there's some sort of money shift around you. Oh, and I was going to say with the Ace of Pentacles, this could be you two moving in together. Going from like one income to two incomes type, like sharing a household type thing. So that could be exciting for some of you as well. I don't know that this ties so much into the Star card though, but there is some sort of renewal. Perhaps the moving in together though is like, yes, we're renewing, we're going forward, we're taking the chance here, putting in the effort. But there is some sort of reigniting of a spark of a relationship here. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. Again, you know what you want, you know who you want to be. What does and doesn't feel good to you. Make sure you're setting boundaries in relationships accordingly. So again, we need to be doing what feels good at our core with the Hermit. So set some boundaries to make sure that that's happening. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is typically not very good relationship. So again, I think we're either moving past this relationship or we are trying to repair it here. So hopefully for those of you seeking repair, this is a good card for you. Again, it's kind of that spark, that reigniting, giving it another chance almost type feel. Okay, now let's look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Feel Open. I always tell people this, we need to be open to receiving the good things. So be open to receiving the good. You can be close to all the negative things, block all of that out, but have in your mind that you can receive the good still. So let's take a look at our clarifiers here. The first card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, if you've watched my readings before, is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. This is a card of good luck. It's turning point. It's a shift in energy. There is a shift in energy coming, but with that being said, you need to make sure that we are open to receiving. This shift, though, feeds really nicely into our next card, the Four of Pentacles. This is our desires. These are the things that we want. So there's some shifts happening that are moving us closer to these desires, moving us closer to these things that we want. The Page of Cups, this can be a card of new love, so be open to receiving new love if that's what you are interested in. Again, the energies are shifting and aligning for you. Or this could just be the thing that you've been studious, the thing that you've been working so hard towards. So yeah, it could be love, or it could again be just something that you have been working diligently towards. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers though. First we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of circle of support. Definitely the support system coming through, especially in career. That was an obvious message there. This is coming through more as a celebration card though. And it's like reaching that desire, moving closer to that desire. It's worth the celebration. Again, be open to receiving because that energy has shifted. Then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, practical, wise. It's like having a good plan and then executing on that plan, Aries. So make sure you have that mindset. The King of Pentacles is also a card of wise investments. So whatever this thing is that you want, the King of Pentacles is saying, yes, this is a good thing for you to want. This is a good thing to put your energy towards. At the bottom here, we have the Hermit. We talked about the Hermit a little bit earlier. This is, again, going within for clarity. This is doing what feels good at our core. Again, we know who we want to be. We know where we want to go. So that's nicely supported there with the Page of Cups. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Question number 1, we have the Ace of Hearts. This is number 11 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Queen of Diamonds. This is the number 12 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the 9 of Clubs. This is the number 26 card. That one's going to be a no. So no, yes, no there for you, Aries. We are going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of August. Your crystal this month is Peridot, which is good for tolerance. It allows for mistakes, helps with your self-worth, keeps you open-minded. We just talked about being open, and helps you stay authentic. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, the only courage that matters is the kind that gets you from one moment to the next. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I hope you have a wonderful August.